I wanted to talk to you about some of the methods that I've been using that have really helped me in my business. Just lately I've had an incredible amount of success. So it only seems fair that I should share the love and let you know what I've been doing. So, my background is I'm 42 years old. I started affiliate marketing about a year ago now. And for, well, the good sort of first 10 months or so, I was spinning my wheels. I was trying lots and lots of different things. And then the last couple of months, I've been getting some real success, which is awesome. So I'm going to share over the next few weeks a lot of what I've been up to there. But today, what I want to talk about is relationship marketing and how to create curiosity in your business team. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. So, if you're a network marketer or you're an affiliate marketer and you want to do your marketing online, this is just so important. I see it all the time on my news feed, people constantly just basically spamming, just putting offer after offer after offer on their profiles, on their pages. And to be honest, what you want people to do is asking you what you're doing. So, what you've got to remember is social media. It's opened up so many doors for us these days. We can do our business right, sat in our office or in the lounge with a laptop on our lap, and we can reach out to people we would never have met under any other circumstances. And it's fantastic. And if it's handled right, it can really work wonders for you. And the best way to create curiosity is to actually teach what you've learned. So it's a case of, you've probably got notebooks, especially if you're in network marketing and you've been to the presentations and what have you, and you've taken lots and lots of notes of how to do things. This is a really great way to pass on information to people. So they say, wow, that's really helpful. It's not going to be an immediate sale because what you're focusing on is building that relationship. You want people to be interested in you. You see, network marketing, affiliate marketing, there are 1,000 opportunities out there. So you've really got to differentiate yourself. You can't necessarily differentiate, from the one person who's doing affiliate marketing or network marketing on your product to the other person. You have to be the differentiating factor. Okay, people have to be attracted to you. It's all part of this attraction marketing that you've probably heard about. And the best way to create this know, like, trust relationship, frankly, the quickest way, the easiest way, the way people are going to warm to you the quickest is through video. And of course, more recently, it's through live. Now, obviously, the beauty of video is you can edit out the ums and ers. You can, if you forget what you want to say, you can do a bit of editing there. And obviously, with live, I can't do that. So you might forgive me if I have to skip backwards and forwards. But the beauty of live is it shows that you're a human being, and that you are, connecting with people, and that they think, well, she makes mistakes. She's human, and it's so true. And, what you need to be communicating to people is, okay, you can do product demos and that kind of thing. But actually, do you know what people want to know about? They want to hear about your struggles. Not necessarily ones that haven't quite resolved themselves, or if your woe is me, but ones where you've come out the other side, you've got a story to tell and something of value to offer to people. And one that I've used quite a lot in my blog, and obviously I've used it in video as well, is talking about that time I was bullied. But the point of the conversation is that I came out of it and I discovered this newfound confidence that I had to learn myself. So what did I do? I taught it to other people. That was, I think, either my last live broadcast or the one before. I've learned techniques, how I can improve my confidence, and I've passed those on. And it's those kind of stories, people are going to resonate with you. You're going to attract the people who get you, and you're going to repel the people who don't. And let's face it, if you don't have a hater, then you're not making it. And I'm sure I've got a few somewhere. So, you know, the haters basically mean that you're making progress where they're not. So don't worry about them at all and just carry on with what you're doing. I think one of the hardest things as entrepreneurs, as you know, people who are self-starters, they want to get up, they want to do something different, right? And you are going to have people, and it's probably going to be the people who are close to you, who are going to drag you down. They're going to say, "Oh, what are you doing that for?" You know, you've got to move past that. You've got to do this for you. Remember, you're the one that you're doing this for, and your family probably. I know for me, big part is obviously for my parents, for my boys, for my husband. You know, I want us to all have a life where money just isn't a concern anymore, that we can do the things we want to do. And I know people talk about the laptop lifestyle, but that's not necessarily what it's all about. Sometimes it's just spending quality time with your family and just having fantastic experiences together. We were talking about video and live broadcasting and how that has really opened doors for people. Okay, now what do you talk about on video? Well, you know, just pass on anything that you've learned, basically, anything that's going to be useful to people. It might be tools you use in your business, internet tools. It might be, you know, something you've done that you're proud of and you had a great result. It might be a method of lead generation. These are the things that people really want to know. I mean, product demonstrations are great, but you should probably just pepper those in every now and again. And again, try not to mention your company too much. What you're trying to do is establish a personal brand. And a personal brand is important. Basically, what it enables you to do is you can have more than one business because you're branding yourself. And what you've got to remember is if you're a network marketer or you're an affiliate marketer and you're affiliating to a particular company in particular, I said particular twice then, but never mind. You know, if one of those companies disappears overnight and you've been pushing that company and their products and their opportunity, then you've got nothing, okay? There's nothing left. However, if you've been branding yourself, if you've been, you know, creating your own personal brand, then you can pick up another product pretty quickly and you're going to have a following and people are going to want to know what that is. Of course, it also gives you the opportunity to have a plan A and a plan B and a plan C and a plan D. If you want, you can actually have more than one opportunity under your personal brand umbrella. So, you know, that's really important to consider. We'll go into a lot more depth, I think, maybe in the next one about personal branding, you know, because websites come into play and, you know, we can get a little bit technical, but at the end of the day, you want it to be about you and you want to be putting value out there. Okay, so always think of leading with value. What will people find useful? What can they take away from this? Yeah, so basically, just to recap, you know, think of your profile or your page, think of it as a TV channel, okay? Now, if your TV channel is constantly pumping out adverts all the time, you're going to switch off, aren't you? People can unfollow you, they can unlike your page. If that's all they're seeing all the time is advert after advert after advert, they're going to switch off, basically. What you've got to think of is, what do people want to see? Now, what is termed as value? It could be something that's entertaining. It's, you know, it doesn't have to be about business. It doesn't have to be tips and tactics all the time. It can be something that will make them laugh, you know, just something that keeps them tuned in and engaged all the time. It can be something that inspires them, you know, it could just be a quote or it could be a video from somewhere else. But ultimately, you want to build a relationship, so a lot of it has got to come from you. And as I've already said, it's got to be video, and now live is absolutely the best medium, but I do suggest that you start with video. You're not